Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 2 here on the Titancraft server. It seems like it's hard to believe it's been a week already. I've been pretty busy this week doing some stuff, but we'll get into that in a little bit. First of all, just wanted to say thank you to everyone for all the great support on the last video. Couple new subscribers and, you know, some likes, some follows, whatever else. But most importantly, just a couple of really nice comments this week. That's really good to see. Obviously I don't make money doing this. I may never get to that point, but it's just really nice to see pleasant comments and people, at least taking the time to leave a comment and saying something nice. So thank you very much for that. Keep up that great support, and I'll hope to keep this up. But that being said, let's jump into what we want to do today. I just wanted to show, I did kind of finish this house out after we got off last time. So I finished out the roof. I got the door, the windows. We started to kind of put a path in here. Obviously, I have to finish that. We're going to have to extend this road out, probably into that, up onto that tier somewhere, and then we'll have to put the path up here. So we'll get that done at some point. I'm not really in a hurry. I still have not put an interior in here. That's probably going to be its own episode, or part of another episode, is just to put interiors in here. But the one thing I have done, other than that, and what we're going to work on here today a little bit, is I decided to go ahead and move my nether portal, and I moved it to an area I had originally had another idea for, but I decided to put it here instead. So I put it down in this, there was a little cave under here. We'll get there in a second. Yeah, there was a little cave under here, and I decided to put my portal in here. So you can see we've put our portal here. It does need more decoration, I know. But we're going to put a tower, as you could probably see from up top. We'll just get up here real quick. Yeah, we're going to put this tower here, and it's going to be a fairly tall tower. And I've kind of had ideas as I went. I kind of started building this as a whim. I just went to the Nether resource world, started tearing down a bastion to get the materials. Got plenty, but we're going to take it up taller than that. I think we're going to put a castle up on this hill, so I want to tie this tower into that, so it's gonna have to be fairly tall. And obviously it's pretty flat right now. I like the decent block variation, but other than that, it's pretty flat, no details. We'll put some details in it later as we go, but that's what we're gonna work on here for at least part of this episode. So now that we've shown you that, I think I'm gonna get back to work a little bit, and we'll come back when I've made a little more progress. All right, so here we are. We've build up this tower, and we changed gears a little bit halfway up. So we had gotten the blackstone all the way up to this level, then we put stone, and now what we're trying to do is dig back down, because I want it to look like the portal is corrupting this tower, right? So it's kind of working its way up. So that's what I'm attempting to do right now, and we'll see how it goes. I like how this looks, but then I need to make the rest of it match. So we're going to continue to kind of pick things apart and get things built up. We have to put a top on this, and then we'll put a floor in the top. We've got a spiral staircase going around the middle that we'll have to finish. So a little bit of work to do, but as we go, we'll kind of get it put in there. So be back when we've made a little more progress. All right, so here we are. We've finished the outside of the tower for the most part. You see, I did take off some of the little curls and stuff and just kind of go with more of a straight pattern. I just couldn't get it to look right the other way, and I still think this could get cleaned up. And we're going to add some details. There's going to be some windows and some things like that along the way. We're building some windows up there at some point too, but I'm starting to get a roof outline is kind of what I'm working on right now, and I'm afraid I'm going to be playing with this some more. I might try and fill this out and see what it looks like, but I'm afraid it's going to look too small. This is a pretty beefy tower, and I'm afraid the roof is just going to look too skinny. I might want to build it. I'm not quite sure what to do here, but I might fill in this front part and then come get another view of it and see what it looks like. But we did finish up the inside a little bit. We will, I'll just take you over here. The entrance is still on the side. I'm going to leave that. I like the entrance in the side. I'll have to terraform this somewhat. You can see I kind of brought some of the blackstone out here, but we'll have to do some more. I'll probably take that little ridge out. But yeah, so we went in here. We've put some shroom lights in for light. I want to get some what is it? The crying obsidian to put in here as well. I think that'll make a nice little effect and bring a little bit more light as well, because there's some corners back here that are a little dark. Some of them aren't spawnable, but I don't want to get any spawns in here later if things pick up. But I like the shroom lights. We put the warp stuff in here. I'm going to continue to experiment with this. I don't have any warp vines. I'll try to get some. But you can see how it transitions on the way up. This stairway probably goes up a little high with the blackstone, but I really like the blackstone, so I didn't want to take it out. But then if we just go up here, you know, we've got the vines. I put in some lights here. They're just hanging from the ceiling with chains, which I thought was a cool effect. I don't know. We'll see how it looks later. I probably should put different trapdoors on them, but... And then we go up here, and then we have the roof. And so there'll be an area, like a living space up here. So, like I said, I'm debating on whether to go up and then in and up. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. It doesn't look too bad from the inside, but... Yeah, and then we'll put some windows, like, I don't know if I'll put some in every corner, but there'll probably be a big window in this area. I might put like 3 slit windows, like just really skinny windows in each corner, but I don't know. It's supposed to really be a living quarters tower more than a defense tower. So, but yeah, so I'm going to continue to work on this. Like I said, I may build out one side of it just to see how it looks, and then we'll be back in a little bit, and I may, you know, do a little bit of the building of this on camera, but I want to figure out how it's going to work first. So, and it's getting dark, so I will be back when I get a little farther. All right, so we have pretty much built this whole tower now. It's taken me a long time to get all the little details laid in here, and I just kind of got going. It was taking forever to try and show it being built as I go, but for someone who is admittedly not a builder and who has openly admitted that, this may be one of the best looking things I've ever built in Minecraft. And you can disagree and say it's ugly. I don't care. I really like it, and I'm pretty proud of it. There are a few things I see even from here. We laid some stairs in just to get some little indentations and some imperfections. We did that down in this section too, although you can't see them as well. I might need to lay a couple more in, like in this area, maybe 1 or 2 up here. And then I use spruce leaves for this because that's what I had and that's what the wood is. But it doesn't really match the vines. So I either probably need to take the vines out and add some more leaves, or change the leaves out for something that matches a little better. But we can work on that at some point. And then down here on the bottom, we're going to carry out this... Most of the blackstone I have is bricks and assorted bricks. I need to get some regular blackstone, and we can kind of extend the blackstone out a little bit, like it's, you know, not too far, but just so it's, you know, contaminating the ground. And we can put like some warp vines and some of that stuff out here. Maybe even put like a couple of nether trees in here. But I think that would be cool. But I'll have to get some material, so we'll do that at some point. I need to finish doing this. This is bugging me. I'll probably take this out pretty quick, but you know, building the entrance into the side here. But no, this is okay, but I think it looks a little too even. I probably need to hang some from up there and not put it so much on the walls. Make it look a little less organized, if that makes any sense. You know, it looks like somebody placed lights and grew stuff on them. That's not really what the intent was, but we'll go on up here, up the staircase. You can see the windows. The last time we were up here, it was all covered in snow, so it was a little hard to see. But, oh yeah, I put these shroom lights, and these are actually covered with the same trapdoor on the bottom. And so at night, it lights up the whole top of this tower, at least the stone part. You can't see the dark part on the bottom as well, but it really lights up the top nice. So that's really cool. But this roof, I had the outline earlier. That is not this roof. That outline didn't really work for me, so I tore it apart a couple of times and rebuilt it. And it took me a while to get all the spacing right and really make it match up the way I wanted. But I'm really happy with the way it looks, and the pattern on the inside looks really cool, in my opinion anyway. But so yeah, we got that. We've got the chains hanging the I guess you'd call this a chandelier, but it's a very medieval looking chandelier. But yeah, we put the one light up there just to kind of light up that peak a little bit so it wouldn't be completely dark. I really wanted to see the pattern in the wood up there. So we stuck that there, and then, we've got the lanterns here. We put lanterns all around the room. Although now that these are in here, We probably don't need all those, and I may go ahead and take them back out, but they were here before I did this. And eventually we'll cover this with like some gray carpet so it's not quite as noticeable. As a matter of fact, we may carpet this whole thing. I don't know yet. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to put up here. I was thinking like a wizard's tower, you know, so put like a brewing station, maybe an enchanting station up here, and just kind of use this as that kind of an area. But we knocked the windows out. We put the stairs in the corners, you know, matching that same random wall pattern. I think that looks pretty cool from in here. And one thing I really like about this, you get some fantastic views. I mean, you can see the whole farming area from out here. You'll be able to see the lumber camp when I get that in back here. You'll be able to see like the winery. I don't know if I'm going to put anything back in there. There'll be a wall there. That's what's going to be there. You know, same with out here. You're going to get a real good view. You know, there's going to be shops and down this side. There's going to be shops and houses down this side. There'll be a big wide avenue in the middle with a market. And you'll get a great view of that from up here. You'll be able to see over to where the mining area is. You know, there'll be I'm going to put it like a garden type area down here, I think. So you'll be able to see that really well. I need to get these pumpkin and melons moved. That needs to be a project here pretty quick, because that's, along with this, the nether wart and I could actually put some of the nether wart up here too. Ooh, maybe, no, I don't want to put it in the tower. We'll get the bamboo out of here. So this will probably be something I need to clean up pretty quick, is getting all this stuff moved and get it out over there somewhere. But yeah, you get some really nice views. I did notice though, as I was looking up here, if I want to put a castle up here, it's going to be interesting because this tower is pretty large. And if I build a castle to scale, there is not enough room back here. So what I thought about, I've got this neat little island over here. If you've played Skyrim, you know the Blue Palace is out on like a peninsula of land, and there's like a natural arch, and then it's kind of built on that peninsula. So I thought about doing something similar and putting a castle out on that. We'll see. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of terraforming. That's a bigger terraforming project than I've ever tackled. So I don't know. We'll see. My confidence for this stuff is kind of growing. So I think that could be a cool little effect. But the castle's not the main point of this town. When I pictured the town, I pictured the warehouse and the farms, and I pictured this area. So I think we're gonna move this stuff next, these starter farms, and then we're gonna start working on this area. So I think once we get off of here, I think probably the next thing we're gonna do. Oh, by the way, I have been enchanting armor slowly. The boots are fully enchanted. The helmet is not yet. It has a couple on it, and then I've got a diamond chest plate and diamond leggings, but I just don't have them enchanted yet. So we should be sometime in the near future fully enchanted. But yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to work on is laying out the market area and getting that ready to go. I need to figure out how big the buildings will be, and then once we've got that figured out, we'll start building those up. So yeah, so I'm going to work on that, and we'll see what we get done. We have definitely got to build an XP farm. This is getting really old. It works, but it's slow. It only works at night, and it's just getting old. I would much rather be building right now. So yeah, we need to build an XP farm. I just wanted to get a quick shot of this at night because I think the lighting looks really cool. The lighting around the bottom leaves something to be desired, but I really like the way it lights up. And that's from the shroom lights we put under the trapdoors that face both outside and in. So yeah, just wanted to get a shot of that. Alrighty, so we've made some changes. We spent some time terraforming this area right here. We flattened out a little bit, but not completely, and we'll probably build a little bit of contour back in as we go. But the road is going to come through here, and then it's going to split. It's going to go through here, up to the mine area, and then it's also going to come down through here, and there'll be buildings on both sides, and there'll probably be like a market in the middle. So it's going to be like, it'll probably kind of go down and loop back around on itself and meet back up in here, and then we'll have buildings all along these two sides, and probably in here too. And I don't know if we'll put one on the tower side or not. We'll probably leave this alone, but yeah, so we're going to start building in the town here pretty soon, but flattened out pretty nice. I didn't want to flatten it too much. I've done that in the past where I think everything has to be flat before I start building, and it sucks. We also did move the farms. So the bamboo, the netherwort, and then the pumpkin and melons that were there have all been moved. And I'll show you real quick where we moved those. We moved them over by the farms to, well, the pumpkin and melons are in their permanent location. The bamboo we'll probably build an auto farm for at some point, so we just kind of threw it in a location. And the netherwort, I'm not sure what we're going to do with the netherwort yet. We're slowly building up a little bit of a stock. I do want it for potions later in the season. I don't need them right away, but as we start to get into villager trading and, you know, maybe doing some more exploring in the nether or something, I'm sure I'm going to want them. So I want to make an auto potion brewer at some point. I had one of those last year. It was really handy. When I say last year, I mean the last season I played on a server. Of course, not this one. But yeah, let's go the natural way. So if you go back here, you can see I built in this kind of step path here. We've got the bamboo on both sides. Like I said, this is not a permanent location. I just kind of hid it back here, along with the netherwort, which I hid back behind this building. And then we put our pumpkin and melon farms in here. And I just planted these not too long ago. We will build more of the path out. I'll probably build this path around to meet up with this one. I don't know what I'll put there. Maybe I'll put gravel in there, like a little gravel path. I don't know, or maybe just dirt. But we'll put a path up here, and my idea is the path is going to kind of curve through here like so. And then, you know, I don't know what we'll have back here. But maybe we'll put like a little tool shed or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that's where all the pumpkin and melons went. And then, like I said in a previous episode, eventually we'll dig out underneath here and we'll put in an automatic pumpkin and melon farm so that we have a good supply, especially when we start trading. That's going to be really, really handy. But yeah, so that's the plan. Just wanted to show you where all that went, and the plan for the shopping. No, I almost called it the shopping district. It's not the shopping district. The market district, or yeah, that's a good name for it. We'll call it the market district of our base here. But I think what we're gonna do next is build our first auto farm. I am tired of farming XP all night. I'd like to be able to build. But right now it's my only source. I started to hollow out this mountain to build a cactus farm, and I think we're gonna work on that some more. So I'm gonna do cut this off, and I'm gonna go dig a big hole in the cactus farm and start building that up. I don't have a lot of cactus, so it's gonna take us a little while. I'm sure I eat. I'm about out. But yes, but we're gonna put a cactus farm in there and make a cactus XP farm. So I'm gonna work on that, and I will be back. All right, we are up here on the side of a mountain now, and the reason we are up here is because I wanted to show you, we built a little hole. So this is, just to get your bearings, the mine is down over here, and our villagers that we trapped are right there, which I need to get something done. So we put this hole up here. I did this quite a while ago, and started this little project, but I didn't quite finish it. So if I go in here, and it's very dark, but if you look down there, you can see the cactus farm, and I've got maybe 5 or 6 layers in there right now, so not too many. I didn't have a lot of cactus to start, maybe a stack or two, so I had to be a little bit limited on what I did. But eventually, I want to build this all the way up, so we got a lot of work to do. But there's the top of it, and I will see if we can get down here pretty quick and show you the bottom. I have feather falling now. Oh, but I'm not wearing it. That's all right. I do have everything enchanted up now, so I've got full armor, so I will put that back on. I was walking around without it for a little bit, but so the cactus farm, I think everybody knows how a cactus farm works. You put the layers so that when a cactus grows, it hits a block next to it and pops off, and all that dumps down into a water chamber, which dumps down into this water stream, into these hoppers. And you can see, do I have any over here? Yeah, I've even got a little bit over here. So it's starting to produce pretty good. I waited the first time I had built this, I only had a couple layers, and it took a couple 3 hours to build up a stack in there, but now it looks like it's speeding up pretty good, and we better eat or we're gonna die. So anyway, just wanted to show you that we don't really have the XP portion of it working yet, just simply because we don't have anything in the furnaces, but we do have, I don't know why I'm climbing the stairwell, but we do have the Cactus Farm started. So we'll continue to build that up a little bit. Maybe I'll just wait until we have, you know, a whole shulker full of cactus, so I know I can finish the farm, and then we'll finish it. But we did do that. And with that, I'm going to show off my fancy new armor. And then with that, there's a couple other little projects we need to work on. So I'm going to get to that. Alrighty, we're back. I was wanting to make this my first time-lapse ever, but I was having trouble with the software, and I couldn't get it quite figured out in time. So we're just going to show this project off, and I'll have to wait till next time. But I really do want to start making time lapses, and I'm really excited to. So we'll just show you what I've built in the meantime. So I wanted to start laying buildings in here, and this looks a little flat, but we'll get to it. But the first building I decided to build was this Blacksmith Shop. So I really like how this turned out. It does still need a little bit of detail on that other side, as we kind of showed. The back's a little plain too, so we'll have to figure that out. But other than that, I really like how it turned out. You know, we got some barrels, we got a smithing table, anvil. This would be the little forge area, and we can add to this as we go. We use some coal in the ground as if something has fell. I'm not in love with the blackstone. We'll probably take that back out. It was more of an experiment than anything. And then in here is kind of the shop. We need to put a few decorations. We did put an armor stand in here, you know, showing off his wares. We've got like a little counter here, you know, some shelves we can put stuff on. You know, back here there's a little corner. We'll probably fill that in as well. But then up here would be where they live. And I haven't put anything in this room. I did kind of start decorating the bedroom. You know, we've got a floor pattern in here with the basalt. You know, I need to do something with the lamp, but we got bed, a couple little end tables. We've got the flower box outside. So, you know, I don't have the roof quite done. So I'm not quite done with this build interior wise, but exterior wise, it looks pretty good. And I'm really proud of that. I did have an image online, not of a Minecraft build, but just of a blacksmith shop that I used as inspiration and kind of build off that. But whoops. I really like how this turned out. So nice little blacksmith shop, you know, right here on the corner. You know, it's kind of up where the mine is, so he'd have plenty of raw materials. You know, it's by that gate as well, so you can get to it fairly easy. Like a farmer who needs to fix his tools would come in here, and he would fix his tools. So pretty cool. And I'm, like I said, I'm really proud of it. This is just a chest that's sitting in the way. Obviously, the other thing I've been putting in over time is this road right here. So just a stone road. Like I said, it was going to transition from the dirt to this stone. And so we've spent quite a bit of time putting stone in here. We've also got the little lights, which I think turned out pretty well too. They're not quite spaced right, but that's fine. It was medieval times. They didn't really use tape measures probably a whole lot. Maybe they did. I don't know. It does need a little work here. We need to transition this a little better. I'll probably take it all the way back to kind of under this bridge. So when the dirt will stop here and it'll start to become more stone at this point. So we'll need to extend this out a little bit. But we can do that at a later time. But for now, you come through the gate and you come into the town. And what we have over here is we'll come down this road. We can go on. I'll extend the road up to the mine area up there. Obviously, it'll get a little narrower and probably go more like to the dirt path over there where it's kind of broken up to the mine. And then we can also go in here, and this will be the heart of the town in this area. So we've got kind of this, let's go up here where we can see it a little better. Get some height on it. I should do this, and I should try to do this in like a spectator view, but I'm not. Yeah, so like I say, you can come through the gate, you can come down. There'll be buildings all along this side, in the back, and then all along this side. I may keep the corner open so that I can kind of put stuff back in there if I want. I also might open this up because really the only other good way to come in is right in that area. So I might make a road that comes up and kind of meets with this on the corner. But other than that, there's going to be buildings all along here. There's going to be buildings on this side, and then in the middle will be some buildings or a market. So plenty of room to build, and I think it turned out pretty good. All of these lamps I put in just to light it up good. I didn't want to get spawns here. I spammed some torches in the middle to light that up. You know, I don't need to get a creeper here blowing this up. It took too much time. So, but a lot of these lamps, as I get, you know, houses in here that I can put lights on, a lot of these lamps I'll probably start to go away. It looks it's a little messy right now, but you know what? At night, it's got plenty of light and it looks pretty good. So, yeah, so that's the other couple of projects I've been working on. And so, yeah, so with that, I think we're done for this week's episode. It doesn't seem like we did a lot, but we did. We built this tower. We built the blacksmith shop. We've got a Cactus Farm started. We've got the road started. So, you know, well, not started. We've got pretty much this part of the road finished. So pretty proud of the progress this week. Oh, and we got armor. So that's good. We're going to start a bigger project. I'll probably do it in creative. That way I've got it all kind of mapped out. It took several hours to do this blacksmith shop just simply because I did it from scratch and I had to tear it down and rebuild it and figure out the dimensions. I'll do that in creative this time, and then I can do a little more building on camera because the next project I want to start is one of the bigger projects in this town. So I won't tell you what that is, but it should be pretty cool when it's done. It might go over my head right in this corner back here. Maybe. Okay, so if you've hung out this long, thank you very much for watching the episode. Like I said, subscribe if you like the video. We're going to keep getting better. I'm going to figure out how to do some time lapses. Hopefully by the next video, I'll be able to start doing those. I was very excited to be able to use that mod. And again, thank you for all the support this week. Really appreciate it. I am trying to get my settings set up to start doing some streaming again, so I may start doing that in the future. But with that, I think we're going to call this a video. And until next time, have a great week, and Rogue Torso out.